How to build any website from scratch. If you're watching this, maybe you got an idea for a website, something cool you want to make or something to make money with, whatever. Well, guess what? You can do it. It's not difficult. You don't have to hire someone else to do it for you. You just have to have the passion to do it. If you're looking for a quick solution, then you might want to exit this video right now. Because what I'm going to tell you is really fucking neat and you probably didn't even know it. About 2 years ago, I had an idea for a website that I could make money with. But all I knew was basically nothing about programming, like basic HTML. Like, I mean basic HTML, like that's all I knew, and how to make maybe a form. But I had no idea for a website, and I really wanted to make it, but I didn't know where to start. There is a resource called Lynda, and I remember downloading some Lynda videos on PHP and going through them, and they were really fucking boring. I mean, who wants to spend 45 minutes learning what a PHP array is? So, I cut that shit out real fast, 'cause it was too fucking slow and it was boring. So, how did I build my website then? That is now making me a little bit of money, 'cause that's what I did. Well, what you're looking at now is a blank page. And that's all I had to start out with, is a blank page like this. That's all I had. And the way I did it, the way I started to learn what I learned about programming, was I would learn as I was going along, you see? So, I remember looking at a blank page and saying, imagining my page in my head and thinking, okay, well, what do I need next? I have a blank page. Okay, well, the main thing on the website is a form. Well, how do I make a form? So I'd go to my browser, go to Google, how to make a form in HTML. Tons of resources here. And then I'd come back to here after learning how to do it. Okay, so now I know how to make my form, right? Next thing, what do I need? Well, I need a database of some sort. What is a database? And so I continued like this, just asking questions and going to Google. And I would learn how to do it and come back. Basically, each time I needed something, or I imagined something in my head, I didn't know what it was, I'd find out how to do it on Google. And then I would learn about it and say, oh, okay, that's how that works. Right. And after about a couple months, I had this fucking huge complex website, and it was great. But seriously, that's the best way to learn, I think, in regards to programming, is to learn as you go along. Unless you like reading boring ass books and watching boring ass Linda videos, then what the fuck? One great resource that I tapped out until it was dry like a cum dick was this website, stackoverflow.com. You go to stackoverflow.com, what is all this crap? Well, you click questions. There's fucking millions of questions. You would come over here and click related tags, PHP. Now it's showing us all PHP related questions. Tags, PHP arrays. Now it's showing us all PHP array related tags. So this website has a ton of fucking resources. So every time I'd get stuck on my script, like say I was building a simple form, I didn't know what to do, or I wanted to do something really cool, I didn't know what it was, I'd come to this website. But the way I would browse this website is like this. Go to Google, okay, and do site stackoverflow.com. So now we're searching stackoverflow.com from Google. It's an easier format, easier to read. PHP form. So now we're finding all pages that are tagged, or not tagged, but have these words PHP form. So this is how I would find out how to do something that I wanted to do on my web page. Right? PHP form not working. Something like that. Anytime I had a question like that, something wasn't working, I would try this. And there's so many questions archived on this website, Stack Overflow, that, everything you want is there, pretty much. So, in conclusion, that's how I learned programming many eons ago. I would learn as I went along. If I had an idea of something in my head, I would look it up and say, oh, okay, well, that's how you do it. Find some resources on it. Speaking of resources, what are some besides Stack Overflow? Well, go to Google, say we're working with like jQuery, API. A good resource is the API of any language that you're working with. So if I'm working with jQuery, go to the jQuery API. It's brilliant and it has information on every command, right? It's very useful. Right? There's even a website called, and I wish I knew about this back in the day, overapi.com. This website seems pretty cool. It's basically like cheat sheets of, the API for different languages and whatnot. But I don't know how good it is because I've noticed there's actually some things missing from here. Like the jQuery API doesn't have any information on Splice. It doesn't exist on here, so might be missing some stuff. So there's some more resources for you. The API. What else? There's a great guy who has a website called The New Boston. The New Boston, mate. He's got a ton of videos, like 1,000 more than me. Look at all this. Computer programming. C, Java, PHP, Ruby on Rails. Everything. 200 fucking videos. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Oh, okay. He's actually in cahoots with another resource. This is another resource for you. So we have API, the New Boston. Yeah, fuck you. And this other guy, what's his name? PHP Academy. Whoops. PHP Academy. This guy has a ton of videos too, just like the New Boston fellow. So come here. If there's something you don't know how to do, look at this. Submitting a form with Ajax, create a PHP template engine. It's like he's copying me, but he's not. It's really great. So, that's how I learned programming. Or you can do it too. This is not a quick solution. If you have a passion for an idea, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, yeah.